And as you can see, I've already clicked on files on the home page, and we can see we have the high school curriculum guides, and then we have the actual high school template. And again, this is under high school template plan when we click on files. So we're going to start off with the actual template itself. We'll click on the file here, and as it loads, we'll see download up here. So we'll download it, close it, and then we'll go to the curriculum guides. And we're going to go with Lyman High School only because it's a unique high school, and you'll see why in a couple seconds. Plus, it seems like a lot of people are interested in this high school. So we'll click on it, press download, same concept, and we'll save it to our desktop. So for the purpose of this assignment, obviously you guys know that typically we save it to our OneDrive, but unfortunately I don't have OneDrive access on my laptop. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the template file in Microsoft Word, and we're going to right click it, and you'll see an option that says rename, and we'll name it last name. Okay, let's do that one more time. Last name and first name and 004. Enter, and now it's saved. Okay, so we're going to open that. We'll also open the course list. We're going to enable editing. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, obviously, is we're going to put the high school. So Lyman High School. Then we're going to put our name. And then we're going to take a look at all of the columns and see what they represent. So the first column is the subject, and it's broken down into English, math, science, social studies, physical education, fine arts or approved CTE. This stands for career technical education, electives, world language, so world language electives. And then for Lyman only, and this is the unique thing you'll see, is they have a keyboarding and business skills class you could take. So that's a mandatory, so we're just going to put that in right away. So we'll type in keyboarding. Let's see here, business skills. And there we go. So as you can see, we have English 1, English 2, English 3, and English 4. And we also can see over here, by these columns here, it says graduation requirement and recommended for college. So what they mean by that is, in the first example where you see different numbers is, for social studies, you'll see 3 for graduating. Okay, so for a graduation requirement, that's to graduate from high school. And you will see a 4 for recommended for college. So if you plan on going to college, you're going to want to take 4. If you plan on not going to college or a post-secondary education, as they describe it here, you're going to take 3. So we'll start off on English 1. And sometimes you're going to see me fill things in going from top to bottom in the column, and then sometimes you're going to see me filling things in the row. So we're going to start off with AP. Now you have options for S for standard, H for honors, and then AP for your advanced placement. That's going to get you your college credit. So for these, we're going to go with the AP route. All right, so then for math, okay, we have several different options. On the left, you can see you have Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and then a fourth year option, and these are all standard. On the right, you can see what they describe as better math students, so students that maybe are have taken some more intense math in middle school, or students that want to take uh, a math major once they get to college. So you have geometry, algebra, pre-calc, and AP Calc. Okay, and then you'll see some additional advanced math electives on the right side. These are for folks who take geometry and algebra 2 in middle school. Okay, so either geometry or algebra 2, I should say, in middle school. So you'll have an extra space or two at the end. And if that is the case, you can opt to take statistics or calculus AB or BC. So for the purpose of this, we're going to take geometry. Okay, we're going to take AP. And as you can see, I am pressing enter to drop down. And the reason being is because for some reason it only allows 4 characters in the math section of this template here. So we're going to type, we said geometry, algebra 2, pre-calc, and calculus. So we'll say algebra 2, AP, and then pre-calc, AP, and then calc, of course AP. And science is a similar idea where it gives you options here. As you can see, it says that students not attending post-secondary education may elect to take earth, space, or environmental science in 11th grade. All right, so what's this saying? What this is saying is that you may not have to take physics in 11th grade if you don't plan on attending college. So we're going to approach this as though we do plan on taking science classes in college, and we're going to go bio AP and chem AP. Physics AP. And then we have a fourth option here. And we're going to approach this as though we have some medical students. So if you plan on going to college for something medical related, you should jump at the opportunity to take anatomy and physiology in your senior year, during your senior year of high school, because during that time, you're gonna be exposed to the content for an entire school year. Whereas if you take it in college, you would only see the content for about 16 hours. So you're going to see anatomy and physiology here. All right, and that's what we're going to put in there. So we could put that AP, AP. So advanced placement, anatomy and physiology. Okay, just so nobody gets confused, A and P. So for social studies, you have a ton of different options. If you want to go through the course list that you can see here, you may do so. If you know for a fact that you want to take a social studies during your freshman year, but you're not quite sure which one you want to take, you can always just type freshman social studies. All right, now we're going to jump ahead a little bit. We can see we have physical education, we have fine arts, electives, and then electives world languages. We're going to approach this as though we are going to take our world languages. And the reason why it's a great idea to take world languages is because that makes you a lot more marketable to to specific fields, especially fields where they know for certain that you're going to be doing business with somebody from another country, and of course people that are within the United States that don't speak English. We have plenty of people that are citizens of the United States where other languages are their primary language. So a great example of this obviously would be Spanish. There are a lot of people in the United States that speak Spanish as their primary language. So in order to make ourselves more marketable and ultimately more able to assist more people, we are going to look at the languages, and we can see that we have American Sign Language, we have French, we have Spanish, Latin, Japanese, and AP Spanish Literature. Now, you don't necessarily have to approach this as though you are going to take a world language strictly for the um, uh, external motivation, okay, or the extrinsic motivation. You can look at it more for the internal or the intrinsic motivation as well, and say, oh, I'm going to take this because I really want to learn this culture. But again, some of the languages that you're going to see, or all the languages, are going to help you out with being more marketable. So for this purpose, we're going to choose Spanish for 4 years because Spanish is the second most common language in the United States. So we're going to take that all 4 years to ensure that we are fluent in this language. Okay, so we have part of our electives taken care of here, but next we have to take care of physical education. Now, if you look up here, we have 1 credit, 2 credits, 3 credits, 4, 5, 5.5. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our physical education classes done immediately. So we're going to scroll over, or Alt Tab over. We're going to look at our physical education classes. As you can see, they have it listed that there are several different classes, and they are half credit classes. Each class is worth a half a credit each. Not too different from the class that you're in now. It's a half of a year, so they give you a half of a credit. Each credit represents a full year in that particular course. Now, I've seen a few students jump in and say, I want to take advanced volleyball or advanced team sports or intermediate swimming right away. I want to skip the basic. When we approach these, we actually do have to take the beginner, no matter how advanced we think we are, we do have to take the beginner classes immediately. So we're going to start off, we're going to take volleyball, beginner, and volleyball intermediate. All right. Next, we are going to look at our electives and our fine arts. Now, a CTE here is a career and technical education. Career and technical education. So as you can see here, we have a lot of agribusiness. This would be like agricultural science, horticulture, landscape, and even turf science. And then over here, we're going to see our performing arts. So for this class, what we're going to do is we're just going to, for this example anyway, we're just going to try something a little bit different. We're going to go to dance technique because everybody wants to learn to dance, right? So we'll say dance technique, technique 1. All right, so we'll copy that. Control V to paste it. Tab, Control V to paste it. So we have 4 years of dance. Okay, we now have, as we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. So it looks like we have a few too many credits for our freshman year. So we're gonna have to compromise somewhere. So what we do is we actually cut the intermediate volleyball from our freshman year and we walk it over to our sophomore year. Then what we're going to do in order to make it even, so we have an even 7 credits, because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. We're going to take that advanced volleyball we discussed. So we're just going to Control V, paste it, and get rid of the intermediate and make it advanced. All right, so we have three phys ed classes. We have an extra one because we only need one, but we only need 1 credit, but we have 1.5 credits. But that gives us an even 7 for our first 2 years. Now, technically, all you have to do is add up to 26 credits. So technically, we do have enough. Okay, so we have 6 credits here, 6 credits here, which equates to 12, and then 2 sets of 7, which equates to 14 when you combine them. So it'd be 12 plus 14 equals 26. But if we want to, we can make sure that we're taking 7 credits every year and try to find something that could assist us in the future. Okay, so we're going to go through here and see what else they have. See if there's something else maybe we could take on the side. Maybe something a little bit more artistic, whatever. Okay, it's up to you. You can make your choices. So what we'll do is, because we have a significant American Sign Language population, all right, we are going to choose American Sign Language 1 and 2. And believe it or not, yes, you can take more than one language. So we're going to take American Sign 1, tab forward, press End so we don't write over Spanish. We'll take American Sign 2. And there we go. So we now have 7 credits in each year. And this will conclude this assignment. We'll press save. It is now saved. And then we upload it to eCampus. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their sunny winter down in Florida. Of course, it's snowing up here in New Jersey, and we are on our way out to another country. But again, I hope